here's the other thing, and this is just the way I look at sports, because I never think that there's just one. I always try to look at the other side of things. And here's the one thing here's the one thing that everybody, wow, what? Had the Giants made some moves, it would have sent a message to the clubhouse. Well, can't you send a message to the clubhouse by not making a move? Hey,
Two
guys.
things could be true.
Hey, guys. I think everything we have in here can get it done for us. Like, I just always like to look at it the other way, because conventional wisdom is, those guys in that clubhouse see that nobody was added, and now they're thinking, boy, it would have been great to have reinforcements.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Farhan addressed the team and said, you know what? I can make a move just to make a move, but I don't like any of the moves. And I believe that what's in this clubhouse can get it done. So I ain't making any moves. So let's go. Maybe that could be just as powerful, maybe more powerful.
And if you look at how they played the last couple of nights, Donnie, even when they lost, they should have won. But
they won when they should have lost against the Red Sox, too.
But, they're not half-assing. The Giants are a professional team, and they're playing ball, and they're playing good ball. So I don't think anybody in the clubhouse, I could be wrong, I'm not in the know, but I don't think those players are reacting like, damn, Wade Boggs was out there and he was available and we could have got him. I don't think there's the air is out of the balloon. I know you think this is just a throwaway line, Steiny. When I watch the Giants play, I don't know if it's a computer or the spreadsheet. It just seems like, especially in clutch moments, we're starting to see Brandon Crawford, all of a sudden in big moments show his moxie, but their approaches are different. And that doesn't mean they're going to hit the ball or come up big every time, but I just feel, I don't know, it's like a aura, almost an invincibility about the team that wears the orange and black, like good is going to happen more often than bad. And right now, like you said at last block, who had them 11 over at this juncture? And contributions from the youngsters.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who had him at 11 over at this point.
Call in. I don't think the phone will ring.
But, see, I guess the one thing the reason I'm asking this question is because it does feel to me like I think most Giants fans think we're going to the postseason.
I'm not a fan, but I feel like they're going.
And I feel like, they got a good shot of going.
Oh, it's going to be hard.
But they got a long way to go.
Right.
A long way to go.
It's not 162 way to go, though, Steiny.
And if you have pitching concerns, which they had a week ago, are those pitching concerns going to go away? Are what you perceive to be the weaknesses of this team going to eventually catch up with them and allow a couple other teams to leapfrog them? That's very possible.
And I think the Arizona Diamondbacks, the Cubs, the Padres, all the Mets, all the teams you mentioned, Steiny, they got their own issues. But you're right, Goo, if the right team gets hot and the Giants go on a skid, we know baseball, that's when you could take advantage. But I'm just, right now, other teams got concerns their own selves. So we'll see how this plays out. But right now, man, you got that filthy sinker by Webb. He's your anchor. And they're doing the opener, and I'm like, oh, my God, Mania. Dude, it's just right now, it's working. Well,
right now. But we know that things can change in baseball.
And let's be real, Steiny. 80 runs last month was not good, and yet they weren't 8 games under.
Right, and I guarantee if they score 80 runs in the month of August and they go 9-15, people are going to say, how could you not make a move for a bat when you didn't hit in July?
Yeah. Monday morning quarterback.
San Jose Jazz fan.
On the new YouTube, we got a sponsor, Steiny.
Okay.
NorCal Credit Union.
Nice.
Yeah.
First NorCal Credit Union.
Help me out first.
San Jose Jazz fan the third. Why are you asking this, Steiny? And what was it again? All right, for people like San Jose Jazz fan with a short attention span.
Who's going to help us out when we're in Vegas? That's our guy.
That's not Carlos.
Yeah.
No. San Jose Jazz fan is not Carlos.
Oh, you're right. I met him. He got the curly hair. Yeah, glasses.
My question to you, San Jose Jazz fan, is what's the difference? Is there a difference in the security factor for Farhan Zaidi and Gabe Kapler between making the playoffs and not making the playoffs? Because I think I think the Giants, in a way, are at a point that the San Francisco 49ers were 2 years ago. And that is that if the Giants can find a way to make the postseason this year, you can say, we have made the postseason 2 of the last 3 years. We won 107 games 2 years ago. We're in the playoffs again this year. And not only that, we got some young players who look good as the future approaches. That's fine. If they don't make the playoffs, then you say, well, Farhan's made the postseason once in 5 years.
Well, not good.
Is that good enough? And I'm comparing it to Shanahan because Shanahan had made the postseason only 1 out of 4 times, and the 49ers got off to a 3-5 start. And I started to wonder, well, what if they suffered another injury that year and they wouldn't have been able to turn it around? The difference between going to the playoffs 2 out of 3 years, 2 out of the last 3 years, and the difference
1 and 5.
1 and 5 is drastic in my mind. Mm-hmm. And that might be the difference between a guy being on the hot seat and a guy not being on the hot seat.